Nos preparamos para la presentación oficial del exacampeón nicaragüense, el tren del norte, Estelí, con el número 0, el MVP, Macho y el rey de Jesús, con el número 1,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're watching in Nicaragua or around the world, it is time for the quarterfinal matchup of the Basketball Champions League Americas 2025 between Boca Juniors and Real Estelí. I am Matt Fowler. I'll be taking you through this quarterfinal matchup, and we are just about getting ready to tip it off as fans are excited. And both these teams have met in the last 6 days, splitting the matchups on Friday and this past Monday. And each of these teams averages over 80 points a game. So there definitely should be some fireworks tonight. Our referees, Julio Anaya, Johnny Batista, and we are just about ready to tip it off, as we've seen some great basketball over the last week or so. Myself and Craig had a great time calling games the last few weeks. For Boca Juniors, we have Scala, Goldoza, Delia, Vega, and Giorgetti. And then for Real Estelí, we'll get the starters there momentarily. As you see, Boca Juniors head coach Gonzalo Perez hoping that his team can continue to light up the offense, as we're about 2.5 minutes away from getting us tipped off. And now we have Real Estelí, the starting lineups: Jezreel De Jesus, Gabriel Giron, and Jared Ruiz will round out the backcourt, and David Rosario for Real Estelí just hopes that his team can advance, as it's definitely been difficult. These two teams, their margin of victory over these last couple of games. On Friday, Estelí got the victory 97-89, and then Boca came back. Actually, Boca got the first victory 93-79, and then, as I mentioned, Estelí got the victory 97-89 on Friday. So these teams know each other well and are getting ready to do battle. Boca averaging 87.1 points a game, Estelí averaging 88.4. Definitely a shootout in the works tonight. And the crowd in Nicaragua fired up, ready for this one. Interesting to see the different matchups and to see the chess match, if you will. These two head coaches. Mercy forward Jordan Glenn getting his team ready to do battle. And we're happy if you're watching on FanDuel, FIBA, YouTube. Sports Radar. Happy you're with us. Stats performed WSC Courtside Sports Radar, Webster and Tornillos. Thank you for tuning in. This should be one good matchup. As the anticipation is building, we're just about ready to tip this one off. Live from Nicaragua. Here you see the point guard, Desreal de Jesus. And we are underway with Boca controlling the first possession. Interesting to see how both these teams feel each other out in the early going. Gliding to the hoop, layup no good, gets his own miss, and the shot is blocked, but there to clean it up. And for the first bucket for Boca, 2-0 as D'Elia got the putback there. Now, double team. And pass out. 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded. Lot for offensive rebound. And back in the lane. Shot is no good as Ruiz could not get the putback. And back comes Boca. 3-point shot is no good by Sebastian Vega. So both teams firing early. Another 3-point shot way off. And bodies spilling everywhere, which leads to a corner three, which is missed and then rebounded by Franca down the court. And spinning his way in, unable to convert the layup, is Daniels, and there'll be a foul as Daniels is not happy about that one. Estella just trying to get on the board here. And the lead is on the bucket early. Scala started with it, now inside, and they call it travel on that? Didn't look like it. It was Marcos D'Elia with the ball. And it looks like he was held, so yeah. Possession on the baseline now, back out. Scala with it. Little tic-tac-toe, 3-point shot in the corner is good. The first three, it goes down for Boca. And it was Martin Quill. So Boca leads 5-0 and they're really going. 2-point shot, that rims out. And the only jerseys there are white ones. And Scala comes out of the pack with it. Inside, and nobody found Marco Estelí. He just skipped right to the rim. And Estela's defense has got to pick up if they hope to contain Boca in this one. And De Jesus gets it in. Layup, and that gets on the board. Joe Franca gets Estela their first bucket. Now going inside. 2-point shot, rims out, and back comes Estela. 3-point shot, no good, and rebounded up ahead. Layup won't go, but there is a foul, and Sebastian Vega will be at the line. Yeah, he was just leaking out, but he couldn't quite complete the layup attempt, but smart by Estela to make him earn it. And are they calling? They didn't call no shot on that, did they? No. No, we got a couple of free throws. First one's good. Both these teams, as I mentioned, they average over 80 points a game, each of them. So Sebastian Vega gets the friendly bounce on the second one. Boca has opened up a 7-point lead. Boca Juniors not the best free throw shooting team, rather, at 68% overall, but they've hit their first couple tonight. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 1. Losing the ball. That's going to be a shot clock violation, as William Daniels couldn't quite, it was between him and Ruiz, they couldn't quite get on the same page. And that's going to lead to an early timeout, as things are not going well early for Estela. And we'll be back right after this. Head coach David Rosario can't be pleased with the start for his team in red, as they trail early by 7 in this first quarter. And it's just not crisp. They're just not executing the way he would hope. So we'll see if there's any adjustments coming out of that timeout. Wild pass, that gets deflected, and it'll stay with Boca. Trying to get open, and they finally do get it in. Scala with it now up top. 5 to shoot. Scala, he'll take a 3 and hit it, and everything is going well for Boca in the early minutes. 12-2. They lead by 10. And this is a disastrous start if you're David Rosario. Both these matchups fairly close as layup attempt doesn't go and rebounded by Boca, and just nothing is going for Real Estela. Kick out, 3-point shot in the corner, does not go. And rebounded and back with it is Ruiz. Pass to a teammate, and they're gonna call a foul there, as it will be Gabriel Giron that will get to the line. So loud you couldn't hear the whistle. So we'll get the ball inbounded, and they're calling that no shot. Looked to me like Giron was on his way up, but referees obviously disagree. He has some words. And Ruiz will handle for Estela. Finds Giron. He'll go up for the layup and score. And he also got fouled on that one. Deceptively quick. And Gabriel Giron will get to the line, chance to cut this deficit to 7 with just over half the quarter gone. Ten-minute quarters to average 80 points a game is just phenomenal for both teams. And so we'll see if the pace quickens on either end and if Estela is able to come back. Giron completes the three-point play there. Obviously very early, but with the way Boca has started, you like their chances if you are a Juniors fan. Three-point shot, and that goes down. And again, it is Sebastian Vega. He's got 5 early in just the three-point shooting. And then there's another steal. And 2-on-1, and surprisingly, Andres Ibargüen can't quite get it to go, and that should have been an easy 2 for Boca. But instead, it is free throws, as that foul's on Glenn. First one's good, and Boca extends its lead by 11. Second one goes down. And as mentioned, it's just a little bit discombobulating for Real Estela. So we'll see if they can execute a little bit better this trip down. Ruiz trying to get the layup to go, no good. Rebounded, and back with it comes Scala. He'll swing it ahead, and some nifty footwork. Another three-pointer doesn't go, and rebounded by Glenn, and he'll push. Now over, and a steal. And up and out, and a foul, and that is correctly called, as it will be Giorgetti will go to the line. And see, that's what the good referees do right there. Did the contact create an advantage? And in that case, it did, because if Giorgetti was not fouled there, he most likely would have made the layup. So the official made the correct call, and Giorgetti gets a couple of free throws. We've seen some chippiness in this tournament. Last couple of games I called on color commentary were between Kimsa and Franca, and there were definitely some fireworks there, both offensively, defensively, and a lot of physicality going on. First free throw is missed by Giorgetti. able to hit the second one. And Boca leads 18-5. 3:42 left in this first quarter. And Real Estela only has 5 points. That is very unlike them, considering their averages and even what they were able to do against Boca these last couple of times they met, just from a point standpoint. Nice defense and a great block, and Boca has it on the other end. Three-point shot was faked, and a three will be taken and missed. And Estela is fortunate, almost cherry picking on the other end there, but they're not able to get an easy bucket. And now they're going to say out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Boca, as it was Gabriel Giron who couldn't quite get the feet in the proper position. And definitely just everything seems pretty discombobulated right now if you're a fan of Real Estela. Double team. 8 on the shot clock. And that's a travel, as Ibargüen could not get the feet in the proper position. And we've seen a number of travels called. It's 4 travels, or sorry, 4 turnovers for Estela. For Boca's 1, so it was 1 turnover. For Boca was just that one, but the key stat here is points off turnovers, as Boca has led that category 6-0. So Ruiz, and finally a bucket, as that one goes down for Franca. He's got 4 points and trims Estela's deficit to 11 with just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Right idea. Getting it back, putting it up and out. Follow shot goes for Boca. And they extend their lead back to 13. But right back. And see, that is the thing that Estela has to do. They have to get buckets in transition, able to get one to go there. And again, strong with it is Ibargüen. Franca and his Estela teammates having a discussion, as that last layup was good by De Jesus to give Estela a little bit of life here. But the power forward, Andres Ibargüen, hits the first free throw to keep this lead at double digits. And it just seems like in the early going, whenever Estela mounts any sort of momentum, Boca comes right back. Second free throw missed. De Jesus able to get that to go and cuts the lead to 10. He's got 4 points. He's shooting 2 of 4 early. So good sign for Estela. Three-point shot, no. But offensive rebound, Boca. Now 6 on the shot clock. Got to do something nobody found Ibaguin. And is that a technical foul or is that just a regular foul on Franca? Looked like the Boca players were trying to call for a technical as Franca was letting the ref know his displeasure with the call. As he will sit down momentarily. That was just to grab a towel. Now he's back up. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter in this one. And it looks like they did call a technical. Not sure if that was on Franca. I'm assuming it was. Either that or it was on maybe David Rosario or somebody on the bench for Estela. But in any event, 2 free throws for Jose Vildoza. And again, Boca just kind of keeping it in that 10 to 12 point range, keeping Estela at bay. So now we'll have the regular free throws. And Ibargüen hits the first. Yeah, so that was on Rice. The technical foul was on Rice. So definitely tempers flaring early. Boca with an early 13-point lead with 45 seconds to go. Now Franca with it. He'll go up and score. And that's got to feel good for him, as he wants his team to be more aggressive. He's got 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting. And now Estela with the steal and a foul, as Sebastian Vega wasn't going to let the fast break develop. Now, is that going to be considered an unsportsmanlike foul because that was a fast break? And the officials say play on. So Estela will have a chance to cut this lead to single digits going into the second quarter. De Jesus will handle. At 10. At 8. And there's a foul. So Boca had one to give. I didn't want there to be too much momentum. Now at 5, De Jesus. At 3. At 2, he'll go, blow past everybody, and he can't get it off the window. And that will do it for the quarter. And so Boca leads Real Estela by a score of 24-13 in this quarterfinal matchup. Live from Nicaragua. End of the verse, Boca up by 11. We'll be back right after this. Back getting ready to start the second quarter. Matt Fowler with you as Boca, behind their hot start and hot three-point shooting, 3 of 6, lead by 11, and 24 points in 10 minutes. That's pretty efficient offensively. if you're a fan of the team in white. Estela was able to answer, though, and get a couple of layups and one opportunity. But every single time they seemed to answer, Boca would come back and they would score. And Franca definitely had something to say about a lot of that. He was involved in a little war of words early, and it seemed to spark his team momentarily. And then also, just real de Jesus definitely put his mark on the game early. But it's a team sport for a reason, and you can't just have a couple of guys nailing shots. You got to have the whole team, and that is why Estela finds themselves down by 11, and there's a steal and immediately a fast break opportunity for Boca, and unfortunately for them, they stepped on the sideline, and Estela will catch a break. It's a chance to cut this to single digits. Three-point shot, no good off back iron. But Estela gets a chance for an offensive rebound. Three-point shot again, no good, as that was Glenn Rice Jr. on the offensive rebound trying to get that three-pointer to go. And back is Scala. And now we're going to call an offensive foul on Boca. I believe it was a push-off on Marcos D'Elia. Yep, they're going to call him for that shove, and that's his first foul. Nice give and go, and that's the kind of scoring that Estela needs. Is De Jesus was able to give it up and get it right back for the layup. And early on, we're seeing a little bit of life out of Real Estela. Deep pass inside, layup no good. Second chance, though, goes down for Marcos D'Elia, and he is paying dividends early for Boca. Three-point shot, that doesn't go, and Boca with another chance. Three-point shot, and that goes down, and that's a tough shot as Boca extends their lead 29-15 with just under 8 minutes to go in this one. Tic-tac-toe, foul, and who's the guilty party on that one? Looks like it is Giorgetti. So Real Estelí, chance to cut the lead to 12. That's Francisco Garth. Sees his first minutes of the ball game. This is the first. And this is the second. Those are opportunities that you can't waste against this high-powered Boca Juniors offense. Scala, 10 on the shot clock. Looks to drive, does drive. Layup, no good. And Kind of an odd sequence there, but that comes Estelí, and smart by Jezreel de Jesus to just throw it up and get Coelho. And not sure if they're going to give him 3 points for that. 3 shots, rather. No, they're not. They're going to say it's on the floor. But Estelí with another chance to cut into this deficit. Jesus had it momentarily. Now inside. And Franca, he'll fade away and hit the shot. Wow. That is a tough shot by João Franca. So 29-17. Boca has been controlling this one most of the way and holding Estelí at bay. 3-point shot, and that goes down for Thomas Cooper, the shooting guard. That's his first 3, and it extends the Boca lead to 15 on the other end. 3-point shot, and answering is Jared Ruiz. So offense picking up with 4 minutes gone by in the second. Now Scala looking for a teammate. Finds Cooper. He'll drive, layup, blocked. And back comes Estelí. And a collision and a hard fall there. And this one might take a while to sort out. As it was de Jesus that gets knocked to the ground. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's no intent there. That's just a hard foul by Franco Giorgetti. And so the chippiness and the pace of the game picking up a little bit. Facundo Pinheiro checking in for Boca. Jesus with it. 10 on the shot clock. 3-point shot, no good. And rebounded and back with it. Boca on the run. 3-point shot in transition. That won't go. And quickly into the offense is Estelí. Crossover, shot doesn't go. And Jared Ruiz was hoping that was going to go down to trim the lead to 10. Instead, back the other way. 3-point shot. Won't go, and Estelí comes back with it. So back and forth as de Jesus is up top. 3-point shot. And everything starting to get a little bit happy. With just over 5.5 gone by. Cooper wide open 3-pointer, no. So the guys in red definitely getting a little bit lucky with all these misses. And that ball ricocheted. Fortunately for Ruiz, he wasn't the last to touch it. It'll stay on this end. Layup, and that's the easiest bucket of the night for Glenn Rice Jr. Cuts the lead to 10. His first bucket, he's only shot the ball 3 times, so he would like to get into the mix a little bit more. But the lead is 10 for Boca. Inside, layup, and that one goes down as Ibargüen gets that one to go to put Boca back up 12, and there's a timeout. Looks like David Rosario wants to talk it over, but Boca and Real Estelí getting things heated up live from Nicaragua. (34-22) Boca leads. And spinning his way and able to get it to go is William Daniels. And Cooper is able to get himself to the line, though, as Giron is not too happy. And Real Estelí just trying to get into the groove of things, and every time they try to do that, Boca comes back. So Cooper with the second free throw. (36-24) Boca. Cooper's got 5 points. Hit both his free throws, and just about everything going right for Boca. As Ibargüen can't believe that he might have been called. For a foul there. And 2 shots for Real Estelí. William Daniels try to cut this lead to 10. First one's good. I want to thank everybody wherever you're tuned in around the world on FanDuel, FIBA, YouTube, Stats Perform, WFC, Courtside, Sports Radar, Webster, and Torneos. Thank you for tuning in for this quarterfinal matchup between Boca Juniors and Real Estelí. Cooper, 5 on the shot clock. He'll drive and gets his shot blocked. And that was either going to be a turnover or a shot clock violation. So Jordan Glenn and Riel Estelí will get it back. Chance to cut it again. It sounds like a broken record. It's a single digits. Trying to get it to De Jesus. They do. 10 on the shot clock. At 7, looks like he wants to go himself. At 5. At 3. Passes. And they're not going to get that shot off. As the referees agree, it's a shot clock violation. And yet another turnover by Riel Estelí. And if you're David Rosario, you must be just beside yourself at this point. I mean, turnovers, you develop a little bit of momentum, but you just can't quite get any really big push to cut into this deficit. And great defense there by Daniels, able to deny and back the other way. Layup, and that goes for Gabriel Giron. Finally able to get it to under 10. He's got 5 points off of 2 of 4 shooting. Now, 2-point shot banked in by Jose Vildoza to put Boca back up by 11. Action quickening, and 2-point shot good by Rice Jr. As Glenn Rice Jr. able to get Estelí to back within 9 with a minute to play in the first half. Long 3-point shot off the side of the rim. That one doesn't go down for Vildoza. And back with it. Dish. Layup. Goes down for William Daniels. And now there will be a timeout as Gonzalo Perez wants to talk it over. And Riel Estelí brings themselves to within 7 with just under a minute remaining in the first half in this quarterfinal matchup live from Nicaragua. So if you're David Rosario and Riel Estelí, you're down by 7. You haven't had much go right for you this entire first half. And yet you're a couple of stops away from making this a 1-possession game. So I would say that this possession is very, very important for the momentum going in to the second half. As Boca will bring it up. Chance to effectively go 2 for 1 if they want to bleed it all the way out, almost to steal. And are they going to call a backboard violation? No. It's going to be a foul on De Jesus, and he is laughing because he thinks he had all ball there. Sculla can't believe it, and now they definitely have a chance to not allow a couple of shots. As there's another foul, and they can't believe it if you're in red. As Giron got spilled, was it Giron that got called for the foul, or was it Daniels? It was Giron. Yeah, they're fighting hard. And yeah, that's just two players just going for the ball there. And see, that cannot happen. That cannot happen if you're wearing a red jersey, as Sebastian Vega was able to just sneak in behind everybody and lay it in. And so De Jesus with it with the last 10 seconds of the half. It's 7. He'll go up to the layup, and he will get himself to the line, as it is Pinero that is called to the foul. And that's smart by De Jesus to just know, all right, my team needs some momentum. What's the easiest shot in basketball? In theory, if you're a good free throw shooter, it's free throws. So chance to cut this back to 7 and then play 5.7 seconds of good defense. They'll go in feeling pretty good, considering how things started out. First free throw missed, though. Second one's good. Got to play 5 seconds of defense if you are Estelí, but there'll be a timeout before that to advance the ball into the front court. Seems a little bit early to do that, but maybe Gonzalo Perez wants to drop one last possession. Boca up by 8 as we approach halftime. See, Bartlett leading Boca on with Scala with 3 points. See, when your leading scorer has 8 points, and that lets you know it's really spread out. You're up by 8. And on the other end, second chance points, 11-0. There's your story there. Boca up by 8, and they've had 11 second chance points to Estelí's 0. So this is a big momentum shifter right here. Boca hits a 2 or a 3 and goes up double digits. Or does Real Estelí get a stop and go in down only 8 or possibly fewer if they can get a turnover in transition? So at 3, at 2, running 3-point shot, that doesn't go. And Boca really wanted a foul on that one. The refs aren't having it. Franco Giorgetti voices his displeasure, but in any event, Boca up by 8 on Real Estelí as we hit halftime. And we'll be back right after this. Boca Juniors was 5 of 16, while Real Estelí went 1 of 9. That's not what you would want if you're David Rosario. So there definitely needs to be some adjustments made. As we'll see some highlights. And with the way it started, you thought that Boca was going to just win in blowout fashion, as they were hitting everything. 3-point shots, 2-point shots. But then Estelí came back, and it was everybody from De Jesus to Iran to João Franca, and battling their way back, as you see that layup by De Jesus there. And he's definitely been a shot in the arm if you're a fan of the team in red. And then inside, Franklin bumping and bullying guys out of the way to get that one to go. But as I mentioned, both these teams average more than 80 points a game, and we're on pace to be in the mid 60s, maybe 70s, if things don't pick up. And that was the shot of the night if you're Estelí, because that turnaround by Franco was amazing and probably the most difficult shot. But the three-point shooting for Boca in particular has been amazing. And Estelí has tried to answer back, but hasn't been able to. And so we'll see if that is able to change and if the tide is able to flip, or if Boca is able to come out in the second half, extend their lead and cruise to an easy win here in the quarterfinals. But that's why we play the game. 20 minutes in the books, 20 minutes to play. As we're happy you're with us, wherever you may be watching, in the United States or around the world. And I'll be back with second half action momentarily. Live from Nicaragua with this quarterfinal matchup between Real Estelí and Boca Juniors. Starting the second half, Matt Fowler with you. Boca Juniors leading Real Estelí by a score of 40-32. As it looked early like Boca was just going to cruise, but credit to Real Estelí, they battled back and find themselves down only by 8. Now by 10 though, as that shot goes down for D'Elia, and he's got 8. 42-32. He's driving inside and drawing the foul is Jared Ruiz. So he'll get to the line and grabs a towel, wipes his face a little bit, and gets ready to shoot some free throws. Chance again to cut this lead to 8. Able to hit the first. And you just get the feeling if they can trim it to 6 or 5, it would have a decent shot. But it starts on this end, as they need to play good defense. Trap in the corner. Somehow they get it back out. 7 on the shot clock. At 6, layup wild, doesn't go by Vildoza, and back comes Estelí. Now DeJesus stops, drives, looking, thought he might fade away at that point, but now backs it out. And inside pass, and pass to Franca, who jams it home and gets Real Estelí back to within 6. Cross-court pass now inside, layup, up and in by Sebastian Vega to put the lead back at 8 for Boca. He's got 9 points on 3 of 6. Oh, now Franca wanted that one, just couldn't quite hang on to it, which leads to a wide open 3-point shot. But fortunate for Estelí, no good. And 2 minutes gone by. They have another chance to cut it to either 6 or 5. DeJesus gets fouled, or he would have had an easy layup, as Sculla the guilty party on that one. As you see the nice give and go there, as Jared Ruiz was able to find Franca. And Ruiz will inbound. Now to Jesus, he gets double teamed. That's Ruiz, his 3-point shot. No good. Offensive rebound, Franca back up and blocked. Nice block. And Boca will come back with it. Boy, that was an opportunity right there to get it either to 6 or 5 if that 3 would have gone down, or if that offensive putback would have gone in. 8 on the shot clock. 3 defenders, somebody's got to be open. 2 on the shot clock, and that is a defensive breakdown as D'Elia just gets the easy dunk. He's got 10 points now and 5 of 6. That's incredible. There's a foul as DeJesus is spilled, and But this shouldn't happen, and that almost was what they call in the NBA the pass and crash there. When you pass the ball, but you keep moving. Run into a defender and get called for a charge. Ruiz and Estelí have fought their hearts out tonight, but never really able to close the gap. To Jesus. He splits defenders, gets it taken away. And now a 2-on-2. And they'll slow it down. And Boca will get into their offense. But then another steal. And Estelí chance, and they'll have a chance at the line as Giron was trying to lay that one in. Got rocked. And will have a chance to cut into the lead. As Franco Dorgetti is incredulous about that call. Giron's first hits every part of the rim but doesn't go down. Second one does. 9-point game, 46-37. Running shot doesn't go for Vildoza, and back the other way, galloping. Layup, no good. Are they going to call goaltending? No, they don't. And Real Estelí pleading for a foul, both on the court and on the bench. They don't get it. And there's a kick ball. So just side out of bounds for Boca. Vildoza will inbound it. Vildoza, he'll drive. And he will get himself to the line. His teammates appreciate the effort. A little bit of a delay in finally now. Misses the first. And he misses them both. What a break for Real Estelí. Inside. And now Rice Jr., are they going to call an offense foul? They will. And they'll say he shoved off. And he doesn't like the call, but again, that was a chance. And just, yeah, bowled into him with the shoulder there. And I got to think it's the right call. Golden opportunity there to trim it to 7 or 6. On the other end, three-point shot. That doesn't go. It's an air ball. And walling off defenders is Franca now up ahead. Easy layup. That'll go. And Jared Ruiz pulls his team to within 7. He's got 7 points. It was almost a curl 3 there, but good defense. And then an easy layup as Bargwin was able to get the almost alley-oop pass to get it back to 9. And again, that's a defensive breakdown that Estelí doesn't want to see, but that's what they do want to see right there. As William Daniels cuts it to 6. This is the closest that Boca has let it get, the closest that Estelí has been since the first quarter. And another steal. And that is going to be goaltended, as that was already on the way down. And all of a sudden, Real Estelí asserting their will, getting back into this one. That was Jose de Jesus. Excuse me, Jezreel de Jesus for Estelí that was able to get that goaltending. And cut it to 4 points. (48-44), and muscling in, layup again. Andres Ibargüen puts Boca back up 6. Now Rice Jr., he'll drive, layup, that goes! Glenn Rice Jr. brings Estelí within 4. And an and one opportunity. As Boca again goes up by 6. As it was Ibargüen again. Boy, he is really impressed tonight. Can't get the 3-point play though. And this one is setting up for a tight finish in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. 3-point shot won't go. Giron couldn't get that one to drop. 52-46. 2:45 left in the third. Scala dribbling. Ibargüen spins, layup, no, and they're going to call a foul. Ruiz can't believe it, but looks like he'll be the guilty party on that one. That's Ruiz's second. So not much foul trouble on either side. And missed it. Fakes the 3. 10 on the shot clock. To Jesus. He'll drive in, layup. No good. He wants a foul, didn't get it. And back comes Boca. And knocked out of bounds, ricochet off of Ruiz, and it'll stay with Boca. Trying to find Ibargüen, couldn't do it. And the ball back to Estelí with just over 2 left in the third. And again, after just a horrendous start by Estelí, they have a chance to cut it to 4, which they was at momentarily. Or 5, depending on the variety of the bucket. And they're going to call it travel, as that was too much of a hop, skip, and a jump. And the ball back to Boca with 1:50 left in the third in this one, as Francisco Garth checks in. Scala with 10. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with Boca. Six on the shot clock. 5. Got to do something. Scala, 3-point shot. That goes. And that's a big shot to get it back to double digits. He's got 6 points. He's got 2 threes. It's not how many threes you hit. It's when you hit them sometimes. Weeze will try to answer. Can't do it. Rebound. Cuello. And Boca threatening to go up by even more. Minute left in the third. Scala has it with 6 on the shot clock. He might shoot another 3. He has 2. There's 2 seconds. He'll take a 2-point contested, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defense there by Ruiz. Able to get the block and keep hope alive, to keep in contact in some way with Boca. As again, going into the fourth now, Estelí can get it to 8 or 7 and have it a single-digit ball game with 10 to play if they play their cards right this next 40 seconds. Shuffle it around to Jesus. 3-point shot in the corner. That won't go for Daniels. And Boca can't quite freeze it out. They get it inside, now back outside. Scala, 3-point shot. His third 3 of the game puts Boca up by 13 points, 59-46. 6 seconds left. Now to Jesus. His 3 doesn't go. Half-court shot, that'll count. Oh, almost, but rims off. So Boca will have the lead by 13 going into the fourth quarter. Live from Nicaragua, we have 10 minutes to play in this quarterfinal matchup. As you see some of the stats, 7 threes hit by Boca, 2 threes hit by Real Estelí in the entire game for two teams that average over 80 points a game. Matt Fowler with you, starting the fourth quarter. And Real Estelí is running out of time, down by 13. 59-46. Three-point shot by Rice Jr. doesn't go. And looks like there's a foul on the rebound there. And if you're Boca, played a very complete game up to this point. Offensively, defensively, everything has been going down. That doesn't fall. And Franca with the rebound to just Real de Jesus. Tries to find a teammate, does. And now the pass by William Daniels, just errant and out of bounds. And you can see the frustration for Real Estelí as they are just overmatched by the Boca Juniors. Choose on Scala. Give and go, and that one drops. Another one for D'Elia. And nice tic-tac-toe, and now Boca has its largest lead of the game at 15 points. And up, under, no good. As William Daniels couldn't get it to go. Fast break on the other end. Kick out, three-point shot. That goes down. And Scala's fourth three causes a timeout. Boca on their way, up by 18 points in this quarterfinal matchup. For Real Estelí, Franca leads the way with 10, but just not enough from everybody else in red as they find themselves down by 18, 64-46, with not that much time left in this one. Just over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And Franca trying to do what he can, and he gets that layup to go. So you need some sort of a run, 6-0, 8-0, to get yourself back into it. And that might help as De Jesus draws the offensive foul on Scala. And the guys in red will get it back. You can call that foul on Delia, I believe, for a moving screen, actually. Two-point shot falling down, rimming out for Jordan Glenn. And Boca will slow up. Double clutch three-point shot. That doesn't go in. Franca grabs the rebound for Estelí. Poked out of bounds. It'll stay on this end. Ruiz looking, sidestep. Now 3 to shoot. In and trying to get it to Franca, but couldn't quite do it, and the ball out of bounds and back to Boca. Scala walks it up. Ball poked away, but right back to Scala. And inside. And Franca was there, and that ball's not getting over him very often, but he does commit the foul. As it was Marcus Delia. And they were kind of talking. And I think Franca had some laughs at that one, saying, "Did you really try to get that one over me?" So Delia misses the first. Misses the second. And I don't know why he's shooting 3 free throws on this one, as that was a layup in the paint, or an attempt anyway. But in any event, he missed all 3 of them. Franca in the post. Kicks it out, and there's a foul. And Sebastian Vega, the guilty party. .644 left. Jared Ruiz back to De Jesus. And there's a foul. And Jesus just kind of hits his hand away, because I think there was some contact made to the face. I think that's just how close he was being guarded. But times are wasted for Real Estelí. They need to get some buckets, and they need to get them in a hurry. And Franca shoots a 3, and that might not be the wisest of shot choices. as the center, shooting three-point shot, not the best. So he will take a seat. And Boca, 6 minutes and change away from advancing. Asked Real Estelí. Moving the ball around a lot, but then there's a travel, as Pinheiro couldn't quite keep his pivot foot where it needed to be. And so both teams just kind of trading turnovers as the clock is about to hit 6 minutes. And I believe that Real Estelí knows that and wants to change the game plan. So they take time, down by 16.
Quedan 6 minutos, pero tenemos que un poco más. Estamos atrás. Muy atrás. Arriesgate, a ver si le roba la bola. Metemos con la presión completa, ¿ves?
Santiago Scala and company, knowing that they're up by 16 with just under 6 minutes remaining. Just kind of leave Real Estelí where they're at, and they'll be all right. That three-pointer high off the rim doesn't go. 5.5 left. Scala, corner. 3, that doesn't go by Vega, and back come Estelí. And there's a foul. And Scala appears to be the guilty party. And it's just got a little bit too aggressive with the push there. And when it rains, it pours, as the first free throw doesn't go down. It's just every little thing for Real Estelí not going right. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this quarterfinal, and Real de Jesus will try to knock down the second one. Giron will take a seat. Second one is good. Gonna make any noise, you got to do it now. Get a couple of three-pointers, get it to single digits, get it to somewhat manageable within shouting distance. But if you don't do that, Boca is going to have an easy win, and that doesn't help when you commit fouls right under the basket. And Daniel's having words, and Ruiz trying to tell him to calm down. And it looks like De Jesus got a technical foul on that one. Don't exactly know what was said. It didn't seem like a whole lot there. But Scala puts down the technical free throw. Nice steal, and perhaps an opportunity for an easy bucket, and it is indeed for Rice Jr., and also a chance for a three-point play. So playing hard with 5 minutes left, Rice Jr. gets that one to go, and that was a little bit of an ill-advised foul there, because if you're Boca, you're up by, at that point, 16, but it would have been just 14 without the possibility of the and one if you just let him go. And I think that is what Gonzalo Perez is going to say in this timeout. Home stretch with just over 5 to go. Boca leading 65-51. David Rosario trying to get some energy in his troops, down by 14 with just over 5 left. Rice Jr. with the chance to complete the three-point play, get it to within 13. With the way that these teams have shot three-pointers in the past, it's never over, but Estelí has to turn the faucet off on the defensive end. Three-point shot, that doesn't go down. Pinheiro can't get it to fall, and now a chance to cut it to 10. It's Daniels, he gets it stolen away and tried to get it to Franco, couldn't quite do it, and Boca will eat up more clock. Scala with 7. 4. Back out. Long 3, doesn't go. De Jesus with it. Nice crossover dribble, layup, doesn't go. Rebound fought for, and out of the pack with it, Jose Vildoza. Under 4 to play now. Scala, three-point shot. Trying for his 5th, couldn't get it. And Ruiz can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound, no. And again in the hands of Vildoza. And it just looks like Real Estelí has ran out of gas here at the end of this quarterfinal matchup. And that pass was to nowhere, but Boca gets bailed out by a foul, as it looks like Rice Jr. was the culprit. Again, we want to thank you wherever you may be watching on FanDuel, FIBA YouTube, Stats Perform, WSC, Courtside, Sports Radar, Webster, or Torneos. As is that another technical? No, that's not a technical foul. It was just the alignment of the free throw shooters was a little deceiving on that one. So Sebastian Vega gets another shot, chance to extend the lead to 14 points, and he does. Thought about that three. Ruiz did, but instead he gets it to a teammate. Can't quite get it. Franca somehow gets that without going out of bounds. Up, and can't get it to go, but he'll earn himself a trip to the free throw line. As Marcos D'Elia unhappy with that one. So Franca hits a pair, gets it down to 12. If it was ever a miracle push, you'd want it now if you're Real Estelí. But the problem is Boca's going to be content to chew up clock. And foul doesn't help either. As Jared Ruiz was the guilty party. His third. So you got to hope for some missed free throws if you're the guys in red. Vega hits the first. And cans the second. Two and a half left in this quarterfinal matchup. Jesus between defenders gets it back. And somehow the ball ends up leaking out all the way for a layup. And that might do it, as that was Martin Coelho, who just might have put the stamp on this one. Nice layup there, though, as Ruiz is fighting until the very end. And a foul with less than 2 minutes to go now. As you see, Coelho just faster down the floor, and it just seems like Boca has been one step ahead of Real Estelí this entire night. So Sebastian Vega adds to his point total. $72-56. Well, we said that both these teams average about 80 points a game. Boca is the closer of the two to that mark. And Franco with his easiest bucket of the night. He's got 16 on 7 of 11 shooting, but just not enough if you're in a red jersey. Five on the shot clock. Turnaround shot doesn't go for D'Elia. Two-point shot doesn't go for Giron. Final minute. Boca with almost a wire-to-wire victory. Three-point shot, and that won't go. And there's a foul. As a matter of fact, it has been a wire-to-wire victory. As you see, Franca gets the dunk, and he would have just liked to do a lot more of that earlier in the game when it was a little bit closer. Doza was the guilty party on the foul there. Franca's first, rims out. And the second doesn't go either, and 35 seconds left, so we'll have a couple of possessions. And maybe Gonzalo Perez wants to... They say that's a turnover. I thought that might have been a timeout, but Ruiz with it. His shot rims out, and Boca can't quite freeze it out, but with a 14-point lead, the coaches shake hands. There might be one more possession, but it's all academic at this point. Looks like there won't be another shot. And Boca Juniors defeat Real Estelí by a score of 72-58 in this quarterfinal matchup. And just an all-around effort by the Boca Juniors. Everyone from Santiago Scala to Jose Vildoza, and they're happy. They're moving on. To the semis. Another key player, Andres Ibargüen, definitely bothered a lot of Real Estelí players in the paints tonight. And you see the emotion, and they're taking the team picture. They're having a good time, justifiably so, as the outcome, apart from the first couple of minutes and then a little scare in the third quarter, was never really in doubt. And so we'll see how far this team can go. As the Basketball Champions League America 2025 is well underway and has had some great basketball as we see some of the ending statistics. And a lot of just really telling signs. Boca, as I said, 15 for Barguin. And where would they be without him? Is they just had no answer. Estelí did not in the paint for him tonight. So, I want to thank everybody who has tuned in on FanDuel, FIBA YouTube, Stats Perform, WSC, Courtside, Sports Radar, Webster, and Corneos. Thank you for tuning in. For everybody, for the whole production crew, my name is Matt Fowler. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.